Welcome back, everyone. Today I'm going to take you on a journey of a non-objective piece. I kind of see it as almost like a visual poetry. So what you see before you are just scraps of paper I've made before I started this clip. And a lot of it's made of just textures, lines, shapes, patterns, using black and white color, and just a wide assortment of just abstractions that I did on different pieces of 80-pound drawing paper. So now I'm going to start just kind of tearing pieces from the abstractions I made, and I'm going to start putting down pieces of paper with glue onto the surface. I have no sense of structure yet. I'm just adding these pieces of paper and trying to make something that's as ambiguous as possible as we go forward. And here I'm going to speed up the process here so we can get through the gluing down part, which will take us on to the next section. Okay, the pieces have dried that I've glued down. Now I'm going to add some acrylic paint. I'm going to try to match up some of the blue, kind of the cerulean blue I started with the scraps. Now I'm going into some kind of viridian, kind of bluish green. Has a sense of maybe water as I start to bring it in. But once again, I don't have any preconceived notion. I think abstract art is very strong in terms of being able to have many interpretations. I think it's one reason why it's always been popular in this from the 20th century to today, just because it's not spelled out for anyone. It's something that you can bring your own imagination in. The viewer can kind of make decisions for themselves as you present your creations. Now I'm just adding some vertical stripes to the left side here to begin. And to balance this out, I will go over to the right-hand side of the piece and also bring some stripes with a narrow brush. So as I work on this piece, I'm trying to work on some balance. I'm going to bring now some letters that I pre-cut, and I'm going to glue these into the composition as well. Once again, I'm not trying to nail down anything yet. In fact, I'm not going to nail down anything at all in this picture because I want it to remain open-ended. So I'm going to bring these letters in. I'm just going to glue them kind of haphazardly to the surface. Once again, my biggest goal in this piece is to be ambiguous, but at the same time, we can't help but kind of see things in abstractions as it goes along. Bringing some chalk now. This is a dry chalk pastel. As I've said in previous videos, when you start to really make things clearly defined, a lot of times that can get you stuck. And once again, abstractions are really a great way to break artist's block and to really kind of just enjoy making marks on the page. And really this is kind of just a exercise in collage mark making. I'm trying to bring a sense, once again, of balance. As I go over to the right-hand piece, I'm trying to balance off some of the chalk that I made at the left-hand side. And as I've said in other videos, balance is a big part of abstraction for me. I deal with the elements and principles such as contrast, rhythm, repetition, etc. And so I'm always trying to balance those formal qualities in each composition I do. And here we go with one of my favorite tools, this quill pen, which I'm just using acrylic ink, and I'm just making, once again, some mark making. I've got a lot of thick and thin, but I want to do something extremely narrow, and the quill pen gives me a chance to make some really tight, narrow lines. Once again, trying to offset some of the thicker lines I've made so far and the thicker shapes. Okay, here we're going with, I've done chalk pastel. Now I'm going to switch over to oil pastel. And I'm just going to start bringing in some small circles. I'm just going to kind of put them around the page. In the middle, I didn't have a lot in there. This picture's kind of heavy on both sides, but now I'm going towards the middle of the composition and adding some different marks to kind of bring more interest into the center. When I work on pieces like this, I realize it can be read horizontally or it can also be read vertically. I'm going to keep this in a horizontal format, but I can see how this picture also works if I turned it on end, either way. This is a Kuretake marker, which I really like, black. And I'm going to go back into that scrap that I had with the black and white. I'm just going to extend some of those lines and kind of bring it out into the rest of the composition, let it kind of flow. I'm getting the feeling I'm going to end here pretty soon. It's starting to look fairly full. I don't want to do too much, and that's kind of the push and pull of doing an abstract piece. How far is too much and how far is not enough? And I think I'm getting close to that. So I'm bringing in the oil pastel one more time at the top, kind of echoing some of the marks I've already made, but with a lighter shade of kind of like a greenish blue. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to kind of focus in here, take you a little bit closer, and let you scan down the image. So you can see some of the collage I've added along with the different marks of various media. So if you've liked this today, please subscribe to the channel, drop me some comments, let me know how you work abstractly, and let me know if this has helped or not. Anyway, here's the final piece for now, and abstraction's never really final. I could go in and do some more, or I could even take some things away. You can collage over some of these pieces if you want. Anyway, I hope everyone has a great day, and I will see you on the next clip.